Do you know, like I said, there's the moves. There's the moves you want to do in your heart. And there's also the moves that you know will be devastating. Like, for example, the move I want to do is this. But I also know Akshan into Siphoning Strike is devastating right now. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel with another deck for today. This one, the Howling Abyss Deck, which is actually a concept a number of other creators have gone down because it is such a funny concept, which can potentially be quite powerful. This is my take on it. So this is using the new card, Herald of Magus, which is when it's summoned, if you've destroyed 4 landmarks during the game, you can grant all champions everywhere +2/+2 and Overwhelm, which obviously using this with the Howling Abyss means that you can give all the champions which are coming out the Howling Abyss +2/+2 and Overwhelm, as well as if you are using Akshan and you manage to get Akshan to his Shield of Sentinels, boom, you're giving them all +2/+2 and Spellshield as well. Obviously, Shapestone has been nerfed since like when I first made this deck, this has been nerfed, so you can still keep this in. It still helps towards action. It still helps towards getting down that landmark and then getting you closer and closer to Shield of Sentinels. But you can technically get rid of this and put something else in, like another buff or whatnot. Potentially even like the Renekton spell could go in that place, so you could potentially grant vulnerable to the other side as well as getting yourself +2 attack. Like if you're going for attack, bearing in mind you've got the quick attack on Akshan and you've got the quick attack on the one copy of Sivir. There's one copy of Sivir in the deck just because she can be quite devastating as like a 4-drop if you get her at that point, and like as she can slowly but surely start to build up, and giving her Overwhelm and whatnot is devastating. Tally is the other champion because we're trying to hit this. Tally making a copy of another landmark, especially a landmark which is about to be destroyed. There are a number of landmark creators and destroyers here, but sometimes she just helps to get you to that 4 point so that you can like do it, as well as obviously being able to make another copy of Howling Abyss if you need her to be able to get more of these champions doing more of these things. Tally with Overwhelm is devastating as well, because obviously it just means that that extra damage is going in, like her attack damage is going in after this 6 damage goes in, so already really powerful. And so yeah, this is the deck that I've decided to do a lot of, which is like a different like freezing stall, which is stall mechanics and whatnot to get you to where you're trying to get to. And yeah, this is the deck for you, if I'm going to be honest. But if you want a little bit of fun, Siphoning Strike in there as well to get a little bit more buffs onto those champions. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. All the games you're going to be seeing were streamed live, so you want to come catch the action live for yourself, please feel free to, which are out on the Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, where there's the Discord link down below if you want to get in there, talk about the new cards, any deck concepts you've got. I would love to hear them, so please join that Discord if you want to. There's also like contests and whatnot, tournament hopefully going to be run there very soon, so if that sounds like fun, why not consider it? As well as obviously, if you enjoy yourself at any point during this video, why not consider hitting that subscribe button. But as I said, do not feel forced. These are the options that are available to you. So let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. Of course, we come against full-on meta. It's okay. Where we're going, we'll be fine. Keep this whole hand. I might end up having issues, but I need to tell myself I can freeze. If they throw out their elusives earlier on, this is not a bad move. Go get him, Clockman! Oh, do I want another freeze spell against the deck that I'm currently up against? I feel like Troll Chant's actually more what I want. Okay. So, throw this little man out. Let's go for a skip. I guess I'll grab Tally. I'll grab the knowledge of having her in hand.
My shield is yours.
Okay, the shield doesn't really do too much for him on this round. They can throw down another one, obviously, this round, or even throw down, as I said, they could throw down Lulu or Zed. They don't throw down either of them. I'm willing to accept, like, I would be willing to accept, like, throwing this in, obviously, to deal that I've got this, which is going to be a great move. Go forward with everyone! The clock was going to die anyway. Okay, admittedly, this little man was not going to die, but I want to see whether or not they're going to throw down Zed, and hope that they throw down Zed. Okay. This at least means that I can get rid of some elusive problems. Not the elusive problems who are continuously, like, buffing, but it will have to do.
One sprint for each crab I saw today.
If they're gonna throw down Lulu or Zed, at least we can make them vulnerable. Ah! He's at least vulnerable! Okay. We do also have a troll charm, which is very nice. Okay. Well, I want this guy to die.
I will run you over.
Admittedly, there are buffs they could have. Admittedly, there are buffs that they could definitely have, but you know that you've got to go for it. Go for the chance. The chance of stopping him for a round. We know that in the future we've got three sisters. There it is, there it is. There's the buff. Okay, I'm willing to accept that. We tried! Okay, so I can throw down Tally to just make another copy of this sarcophagus. Oh, but Akshan, then we can make another copy of his thing. And also, Akshan, we can use Siphoning Strike. I mean, the move makes more sense this way, in my opinion. I would love to throw down Akshan, but the move does make more sense here.
I will lead my own path.
That's the level up on Tally. Hourglass would be good in this deck. Oh, so I'm reading that from the previous deck I was running. I do apologise. Okay, so the fact that we can throw down potentially 6 damage into Zed is not bad.
My life, the order.
Okay. Just forcing. He's gonna die from one of these, right? He's gonna die at some point. Yeah, Tally is better for killing Zed, so yeah, no, it does make sense doing that move. But they're going really elusive in on me, and obviously the idea of them going elusive and then using rally is always a thing. These are nearly coming out as well. Okay. But the question is, do we?
Good people don't look.
Okay, I'll throw down Akshan first.
They cannot hide.
Nothing I can really do about that fact. I could go for a freeze. I feel like they're gonna rally. Yes, they're gonna do this and then they're gonna go forward for another rally. Is how I feel this is gonna go down. So I feel that I do need to potentially Entomb. Would Entomb be better because I could freeze, but then they could rebuff back up again. But Entomb does mean that they're just gonna come out with those buffs again. So potentially the freeze makes more sense. Okay. Just because if I go for the Entomb, then they come back out of the stats, and it'll be their attack turn again when it comes back out again. So this way, they can have buffs, but it's harder than they can rally and come at me again. But it's not. The rally's not actually that bad. As now these all come out. These all come out. We could even get another 5. So the idea of using this to forget about these things and just go with which at the 5. Sod it. It's not the idea of the deck, but when we're against this kind of a deck that's going elusively in on me, I've got to force so much threat into them that they have to respond. So Golden Aegis, that's fine. Because we're just forcing so much threat that they have to do something about all of these things that are coming at them. So, damage going in. I'm like, that's what I'm willing to accept. I'm willing to accept the death of Akshan, even though I can get Akshan past this. He does not have to fear. Okay. So they're going with this.
Hold up.
Still dead. Your rallying means nothing if everyone dies. Your rallies. I mean, I'm expecting maybe a single combat to come in.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes either.
I would. Shut up out to my opponent. Playing full on meta deck. We didn't even get to do the Howling Abyss and all the stuff that I was planning to do in this deck. So I'm gonna keep this hand. We are against actually what was a really good mid-range deck, and so I assume it's still gonna be potent right now because not many people are thinking about it. Okay, willing to go with this.
Follow the horizon.
They can hit me for. I mean, admittedly, I don't remember them having Slurry Soldier in the beginning, but it might just be my memory clouded. Okay, single combat is still a thing. Okay. Go forward there because they'd got like it wasn't like I was not actually gonna go forward because I felt like they could use like Power Cascade or moves like that. But the second they threw down the goat, it's like, oh, okay, this is fine.
I've got your back.
They're protecting the goat. Okay. Throw down this. I want to try and level this up as quickly as possible. If we can get ourselves to Shield of Sentinels and then get ourselves to the other one as well, I'll be laughing. I mean, I might as well take this damage. I could have stopped myself from taking that damage by throwing the little tick-tock clock man in there, but I'm okay with it. Let's see what we get through predict and then go for a draw. Oh, I mean, I could go with this, which would mean that I could wipe their ball, but it would also wipe most of mine. I feel like we've got to grab the Howling. We're getting up to turn 5, 6. Like, you know, we're getting to the point where Howling could see its way onto the board. I would have also liked Siphoning Strike, because Siphoning Strike would have just been like a very nice with Akshan, but I'm okay with this. Okay, Akshan's probably going to die next turn. I mean, I say that, I do have the ability to freeze whoever challenges him, but let's just make sure that we're getting that on the board. I don't think they've got anything for 1 mana that can get their way past what's going on here, so I might as well go forward. Because I'm in a more advantageous part if I go forward now than letting them go forward on their move. They've only got 1 mana, as I said, so Power Cascade is not a thing, single combat's not a thing. I'm okay with this.
I'll stop you.
I'm okay with this. They can go for grabbing Akshan, but as I said, like, you know, we can actually technically throw down this into a freeze. Could also throw this down into a Fury of the North if I really wanted to. So, slowly but surely, the Abyss! That's fine. So, I can leave this. They go for their attack. Significant buffs are significant. Okay. Throw down you. I feel like this is actually the better move. I might be wrong. They can still throw down. They can still throw down Sharp Sight. So it feels like this is actually the better move. In order to protect, plus as well he levels up. So I feel like just to get myself out of Sharp Sight potential, let's just do this. You cannot run from Absolution. Now I'm hoping I can find the one who gives Overwhelm now. We'll see what we can do, but save Akshan! You know, we save Akshan. We always make sure that we save Akshan, because we cannot run from Absolution. Always fun to watch an Abyss deck though, you know it. You know! Okay. My health could be better, but I mean, this was the one I was after. But I do still need to see other landmarks go down. I guess we could take Tally. She's nearly leveled. She could make a second copy of the Abyss. It's so annoying because I really want this card because I want that, but we've still got landmarks to go. I mean, we've got 1 landmark there. This would be another landmark. Technically, we could get there. just to give everyone Overwhelm, but... So, I'll take Tally.
Finders keepers.
I'll take Tally and regret all my decisions.
The world won't save itself, you know.
It's very true, actually. The world won't save itself. I feel like I just go with the open. Go with the open.
In and out.
Give myself the ability to make it seem, oh look, I've got all the buffs. I've got no buffs, by the way. I've got all the buffs. Oh no! You better stop me. Okay, they do actually stop me. They do actually stop him, but it's fine. I don't mind him dying now. He's done the job that he needed to, in my opinion, which was get up to this, which means that I can get, like, it gives me access to this card.
Easy for you to say.
Okay. I'm almost changing my mind now about, like, I want to throw this down, but another part of me is thinking to have defense, I kind of have to throw Tally down. Like, as much of me wants to throw this down, which is actually a huge, huge amount of me.
Come on, there's so much to
We'll go like this. I could have done this before the turn started and actually put in a little bit more damage, which would have been the more devastating move to do, but I'm okay with this. He says, oh, we still get another action, excellent, and he discounts both of them, fantastic. But I really want to throw this down. Like, it's annoying that they've developed, like, their whole deck is about development and the fact that they can go forward now and Jarvan could come out. I physically have to throw down development because I can't just let them go in with significant damage, especially if Jarvan's going to come out, because they could have Jarvan in the hand and he comes out now. So as much of, there's the moves I want to do, but there's the moves that I know are the moves I physically have to do this turn. So greed is good. Greed is good, but if you go down 100% a greedy route, most likely death lies down that way as well. That's the problem.
just a little
As much as me wants to play this, I can't do it. So potentially we see Jarvan enter the field of play. So Jarvan, oh no, okay, Jarvan's not going to enter the field of play. It's fine. I'm gonna say it's fine. Okay. I might as well kill this. I do need to work against this, but that's future me's problem.
Good people don't look the other way.
Okay. We can actually start. I mean, the fear is I can still throw down Tally and make another copy of these. Okay. Troll Chart's a nice move. So the fear is that, like, there's the smart moves. The smart moves, like I said, the smart moves don't play Tally. There's the moves in my heart, which tells me that I want to play Abyss. But I know that I have to play Tally because if they start to develop a board, I need to always have counterplay to them having a board because their whole deck is about building a board and buffing it up. If I can, like, at least keep on par until my moves go off, that's the main thing. So I can throw Tally down on top of this, make loads of Warlord holds. Oh, the copies! But it's fun, which is, a funny and funny death. A funny death, true. It worked for capitalism. Right. I mean, I could actually throw down Rockhopper, but I'll do this.
point the way, and I'll make the way.
So the comedy is like Akshan going forward. Like we with Troll Chart, Akshan going forward actually gives me like all of these things. Single combat. I can imagine single combat or concerted strike. Ooh, nope, just straight up rally. Okay. The rally is less good. Okay, so she's gonna be buffing +2 plus thing.
Villains beware.
I mean, is it worthwhile? Yeah, I feel like we go forward here. I feel like we go forward because it's putting pressure that they have to deal with. So we now save Akshan's life for the time being. I mean, he's gonna get grabbed here anyway, I think. So, all this, I guess this means that we can, on the plus side, force this damage down so when they go forward, it's not as bad. We can kind of then, as long as I put one of them into Spellshield, as long as I put one of these free spells that I'm getting into Spellshield, the other ones I can put into making my cards cost less and doing some draw. Because then that means that I can at least maybe fill a board up as well so I can defend myself. But I at least want to make sure that one of them is giving all my champion spells. My opponent is probably going to concede by that point. But I've got to do it anyway. Okay. So. Do you remember when they, like, in the past when they wouldn't have put this here because they could have thought I could have, like, shape-stoned for Tally to actually have lethal? Do you remember those days when they were only yesterday or wherever it was? Okay. I mean, technically I could have had two shape stones, but I don't. My opponent might have left. Okay. So. Please don't leave! Don't leave! Oh, here we go. Now we go. So, sod it. I'm just gonna go into this just to cause some issues. Give everyone Spellshield. Give myself draw plus this. Ah, Howling Abyss costing less. Draw plus this. Now it means I can throw you down for 0.
Oh my goodness, Samir!
Also means I can throw you down. I can actually even throw down additional draw. So I'm kind of curious to see what I would get for additional draw. I mean, it's free. I might as well take it. Ah, action. Excellent. You're here again. Okay. We'll throw down you. Over here. And I'll leave the rest. I mean, he still would have come out with, like, plus 2, but... See, look, that's what I mean. That's what... Remember that was plus 3? They would have worried before. Okay. I'm absolutely fine. Oh, there he is! There's the man! The man, the myth, the legend. Okay. So the question is, am I willing to...
These rocks should fit perfectly.
do this just to kill this dragon as well? They level up Jarvan. I mean, I want to... Do you know, like I said, there's the moves. There's the moves you want to do in your heart. And there's also the moves that you know will be devastating. Like, for example, the move I want to do is this. But I also know Akshan into Siphoning Strike is devastating right now.
I do not break rules.
I bend them only slightly. I mean, admittedly, it's gonna be okay. Right, so they throw that down. Admittedly, making that move terrible, but I can still I can still throw down the Abyss if I want to. So the question is now whether or not I want to throw down the Abyss or actually, I guess I could actually go into this into freezing. So I could go from this into a freeze. I really want to throw this down. These have been in my hand. These have rotted in my hand for so long. Okay. I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad. I just like thought I'm not even talking about my opponent. I'm talking about my Howling Abysses. I feel so bad for my Howling Abysses. Oh. Okay, throw you down. Finally! Howling Abyss hits the board. Okay. I mean, admittedly, I could just go forward. Probably be quite devastating for my opponent. I mean, to be fair, I've only got 10 health. If they kill Akshan, I am actually... With nothing else on the board, I mean, obviously I've got things that I can develop more things onto the board if I were to destroy this landmark, but... You know... Abyss for lethal. I mean, definitely, we must go for Abyss for lethal. I don't even want to kill them. I'm gonna go for a siphoning strike on top of
Just say, oh, please
what's his
don't
face?
kill me, Akshan.
Okay. I mean, so they're going for a really big bollocks move. Because what this is doing is meaning that they're still going for that free attack. The spell shield goes, but they still get the free attack. So it's either I accept this damage. It's either I accept the damage or I sacrifice Akshan into this. Which, if they've got the buffs, could actually be quite devastating for me. So I'll take the damage. Yeah, again, like, if they develop enough, they've still got 9 mana. If they develop enough, I'm actually in a terrible position. So as much as he wants to use that siphoning strike move,
And I thought there was something good
the smarter move is actually to do this and develop. Because now I've technically got lethal on my opponent. Oh no! I just wanted to. I was actually gonna pass. I wanted to see what Howling Abyss was gonna make for me. Shadow mode to my opponent. Okay, NASA. So we're against Mono Shurima. Okay. Admittedly, this deck is actually going to be quite a problem, I think. It's a lot of damage. I've seen people running Zeraf with Renekton, and that's been quite a devastating deck. So I'm gonna be a little bit concerned about NASA's and see what happens. So you have your landmark and I have my landmark.
Would you look at this place?
Might as well go forward because he doesn't really bother me too much. I don't even mind throwing this little man out because I kind of want him to die. It's as sad as it sounds. So, or do I want to keep this for the freeze? Because this is gonna. If I throw somebody out, this goes up to 4. So do I want to keep this for the freeze and then just? But I won't be able to kill it with Akshan. That's the problem at the moment. Unless like Fury of the North would mean I'd be able to kill. This does not mean I'd be able to kill. Kind of want to throw down some landmarks at this moment in time. So, solid. The idea of having Troll Chant's quite nice. I could have gone for the other one, which would have meant that I could have turned this into a 5/4. Probably would have been the better move. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, turning this into 5/4s probably would have been the better move, I'm going to be honest. Okay. So, right now, I could go into this and go into Fury of the North. My opponent does not want to fall for that. But Vegeta! Tricks are for kids! Okay. I'm gonna go with this guy because I don't mind him dying. So many landmarks! Do people still play Swain Gangplank? A few people do. You get 3 Bandle Gunners, but because it's a summon effect, like they get 8 impact. I need to have a look at that. I need to have, like, does that mean that if it's a summon effect, so that means it should also work with Hourglass, right? In terms of the Bandle Gunner, should work with Hourglass as well to give you that kind of synergy stuff. Of course.
Power from the desert.
Okay. They could have Shapestone. Shapestone could be a thing. Could be a factor, but I'm willing to go for it and hope. Because you can imagine a deck like that potentially running Shapestone just to buff things past, like especially for Slays. Thanasis, you could imagine it. Okay. Do I actually want to just throw down Troll Chant on top of this? Like, throw down Akshan. Throw down this. Do some significant damage, and also level Akshan up. It's not bad. I don't think my Nexus doesn't take any hits. Dark is worthless. Who did you choose? Yeah, the same with Argos. Yeah, I thought that. But I don't know many people playing Swain Gangplank at the moment, but I mean, it's had its time in the sun. I think people are playing a lot of the new stuff at the moment. I mean, yes. Yes! So we've already buffed all the things +2/+2. This will give us Spellshield +2/+2. So we're looking for the other. I mean, okay, we'll go forward first. This is justice. This is democracy. I'll leave you back actually. So let this happen. Throw down Howling Abyss. Throw down Howling Abyss and never look back. That's the way the world works. Throw down the Howling Abyss and never look back. I mean, the thing of it is, they've been working towards this. They could, like, bear in mind, they're running Nasus, so it wouldn't surprise me if they actually have a number of siphoning strikes themselves in that deck.
Gonna make a meal of them.
That's fine. You think I'm a gift from Renekton? Haha, you fool! Ooh, already leveled Viego! I mean, leveled Viego, dropping onto the board. He causes us summer problems. Am I willing just to accept this damage, knowing that I can just throw down leveled up Viego onto the board? Like, do I just leave this? Like, because I was thinking to myself that I could go for a freeze and save Akshan's life. Like, I have got that capability. But at the same time, leveled up Viego is quite funny. My core is not looking too good. Sod it. I'm gonna, you know, like you do a move that you just think to yourself, I'm probably gonna end up regretting this move. That is a situation that I'm currently in. I'm giving him vulnerable as well, but I'm okay with it. Because if they develop any of their champions basically immediately die. So I'm kind of okay with that. I don't even know what their Nasus is up to. Maybe Nasus wouldn't even die. I mean, admittedly, these are the strongest ones at the moment because he's still a 3/3? Actually, no, he's turned into a 4/4, so... Okay. This is fine. Callisto's! You come to my side of the board. You work for me now. I mean, the fact that I've got a siphoning strike, I kind of want to throw down Siva.
I know what I'm worth.
With the knowledge of siphoning strike. Just to make them even be. Ah, Shadowmote to my opponent. I mean, leveled up Viego, it's kind of done, right? I feel like I'm actually with you. I'm gonna keep like this combination, and I'm gonna keep the Howling Abyss. I mean, I should have actually bothered to see what the hell I was up against. I am against full-on Bandle City, so expect minimal. Expect minimal. Expect the Lulu Travelers. Expect absolute banditry. Absolute banditry. Expect it.
Stands beneath me and winds behind me.
Okay. Throw down this. I don't mind. I feel like I kind of want to throw down the Chronomancer, but you're not a bad turn 3, so I'm just going to throw you down. I was honestly considering Chronomancer this turn, but we need to remember is there is the card, the Magus card means that we have to at least destroy 4 landmarks or whatever it is, so we need to be trying to put out things which are making landmarks. So we've already hit like a 1 that can be destroyed, 2 potentially. So, that's what I'm thinking about. Of course. I should have waited, I see who they developed! I mean, admittedly, I can still use a siphoning strike.
Look.
Not the Abyss! Okay, we lose the Abyss, which is much upset. I mean... it is very true that this is all for me! You have done the moves. You've done the moves, Yugi! Ooh, actually, I'll take you.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
Really?
I'll take Akshan. the knowledge of knowing that Akshan at least means we could potentially get Spellshield, I'm happy enough. I'm happy to go with. So, Akshan, I bend them only slightly. Okay. We've still got the ability of strut, of course. I should have just thrown down Sivir. But it would have been far less painful for myself to do so. Okay, let's go grabbing you. We need to remember now is that Pokey Stick is in effect. So, as much as we want to use a Siphoning Strike, I do know that there are problems down that hurry. Right. They can't affect it this turn, and admittedly, like so. But the only problem is if they go for the open aloof travelers. My largest official hat is whether or not they go for the open of aloof traveler. If they do that, it's kind of done. Leave the aloof travelers at the door. Don't throw them down, you hear? Actually, correction, you just removed this now. Actually, you've got to help me out. You've made it so that the highest card... Like, you've actually helped me in a weird way. Your prank actually helped. Oh, your prank actually helped me because legitimately Howling Abyss was in trouble until you put the other one up to 7 cost. Oh, okay. I'll throw it out now, just in case they've got another aloof traveler, because they could technically have another one. I mean, this was made by the mayor, but they could have had another one, like, stored in there somewhere. You never know.
Listen to me.
Okay, am I willing to... I'm going to take some significant damage here, he says. I mean, we have lost one of our significant buffs. I will admit that much. They've got impact. They've got a wider board on me. I don't know what Lee! I've not got any spells. I've not got any... Like, I've got Lee, but I need a spell to activate his challenge. And I've not got any spells. Like, he's the perfect man. And yet at the same time, I don't have the spells to activate him. All I can do is hope that I top deck. Give me a spell. That'll work. That'll do. Just so that Lee can start kicking some people. Because like it only works on whoever he's challenging, and you need to give him challenger in order for him to challenge somebody. I mean, the fact that they are running the Bandle tree is devastating. I'm not gonna like. I could lose to this very easily. Very easily lose to the Bandle tree. Okay. Sod it. Let's give Lee some kicks. Okay. Do I want to kill the mayor here, or do I want to kill the impact ones? I feel like I go for the one who's actually got like the most damage. Admittedly, they can trade this off here, but it means trading off their aloof traveler. I keep the rest back. I feel. If only I had Overwhelm, right?
Just kill me.
Like, if only this was on the board so that Lee had, like, if this had activated so Lee had Overwhelm. That would have been amazing. Okay. That's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Mama's home.
I have got significant problems coming in from this landmark. I just have to hope that my landmark provideth. Okay. So, if I can survive, if I can survive this, I'm thinking to myself, maybe if I throw down Tally, making a copy of this landmark, it gets destroyed next turn. Like if I can survive this relatively unscathed. Now, admittedly, I kind of want to get rid of the impact. But also the mayor is making their cross-region cards cheaper, so that's the kind of reason why I want to kill the mayor here. I might be a misplay. I should potentially really consider killing the impact unit, but I'm okay with this. Tali making a copy of this, which then means that the other one becomes over. It feels like we need to do it. I mean, I could have copied the Abyss for value, but I want to be giving all of my, like, the idea here is that I want to be giving all of my champions everywhere +2/+2 and Overwhelm. Especially with somebody like Lee on the ball. I definitely want to be trying to give Overwhelm. Especially when this landmark is starting to kick off. Speaking of kicks! But Vegeta, kicks are for kids, what? Yes! So, potentially this actually might end up being what wins me the game. Like, if they actually get to the point where they do this, I've got no landmark removal in this deck. Like, the only landmark removal I've got is the stuff which gets rid of my own stuff. So I actually think I needed to do that unless they can find a way to kill Lee. I feel I actually needed to give Lee Overwhelm, but plus Tali Overwhelm as well. It was needed, I think, to win the game. Without it, I might actually be in a very terrible situation. I mean, we could actually throw down Sivir. Sivir's also leveled here as well. I'm trying to think like I mean, there is actually Minimorph, which could remove Lee from being a thing, but he would still do 3 damage because he'd still do his kick. His kick would still be on the stack. So that would be 3 damage plus the damage going in from this. I'm just trying to work out whether it's worthwhile throwing down Sivir. I mean, Minimorph might actually end my career. Because Minimorph, all it takes is a Minimorph on top of Lee, or I don't know, like I might, so Minimorph, oh no, that's fine, that's fine. I mean, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. We've still got Tali, and the fact that they can't do that, I mean, they can still use stress defense. Gonna throw this out purely for spell so that I can do challenging. Okay. Which just means that it's really hard. They can't even hit Tali with stress testing. And I guess we grab. It's even worthwhile grabbing here. Or grab you. Just because I can. Shadow mode to my opponent. How close were they on this, by the way? I mean, the banditry, like, they were close on like, they were 8 out of 10.
This is the job.
Like, we needed that Overwhelm. Without that Overwhelm, we would have been done. Shadow mode to my opponent. Especially, like, Sivir dropping of Overwhelm. We got Tali of Overwhelm. Magus coming in clutch, doing all that damage. Shadow mode to my opponent. Really will play with a Bandle Tree deck, though. Like, I will admit, Squeaky Bum Time was there. So, yes. Lee Sin Overwhelm. What a new concept. From Flash of Brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.